One of my channels was restored, and every fake complaint about it was removed. The other one hasn't been restored as of the day I'm making this recording, but my voice has come back mostly. Here we go. Hate group and organized crime gang maps. Fuck. Well, okay, let me explain this. It is not in the best interest of anybody who has a house, homeowners association, apartment building, real estate brokerage, anything like that, for you to be able to get an accurate map where hate groups are, where organized crime gangs exist, where the crime rate's higher. There is no advantage. Nobody needs that information except us people who have to live in the world. People who are behind the curtain, working the gears and stuff, do not want that information out because it affects their bottom line. Reagan era 1980s Central American and Salvadoran Civil War asylum seekers refused because they were undocumented immigrants. Formed Los Angeles's Mara, Salvatrucha, or MS-13 gang by Bush era 1992. No, it's not the liberals who did it. Well, yeah, but no. Thanks, Obama. Thanks, This is like blaming Trump for shit that you can actually trace back to Hillary causing, and vice versa. Okay. But it was the policy of the time that caused them to be kicked out and form connections and decide to use it to protect themselves, hide themselves from being found, or hide themselves from other gangs attacking them. What started off as a reactionary behavior ended up creating MS-13 that Republicans very reactionarily bring up every motherfucking time about the current year, when this was fomented in the 1980s and 90s, and that's it. So if you came here wanting MS-13 brought up, okay. Los Angeles and California at large maps showing hate groups, organized crime, blighted areas. Totally not an organized thing by landowners. This must be some official map from, let's say, an insurance company or a police organization. Nope. User created on Google Maps. It's literally created by people like you and me. May be accurate, may not be. But we're the only ones with a motivated self-interest to make these maps. Crowdsource maps for every city need to happen. Chicago, Illinois, 2020. A Google map. Chicago, Illinois, 2006 to 2010. We get a website. Really official. Gangenforcement.com. Not updated since 2010. South Bend, Indiana. Yup, it's a user-submitted map. I want to point out on the Los Angeles, California one, it's really just California. The Los Angeles one has been expunged because rich people live in Los Angeles and they don't like people knowing that you're buying a house in a neighborhood that's got issues. It's not just broken windows. You can look up the Southern Poverty Law Center hate map. They had it up for a while. You can go look at it. Shows the United States, and they have a bias on what they think is important, but there it is. There's also the Department of Justice. Their map is from 2008. That's the latest update, and that's only because a bunch of Republicans desperately wanted to shoehorn something into it and blame it on Obama or something. You can also look up, if you want to, if you can find it, the Anti-Defamation League. They used to have a map. I'm not even going to include the link anymore because it's so dead I can't find an archive of it. It's kind of annoying. That's a specific group that has a very good, motivated self-interest to accurately depict what's going on in the world. And then, of course, someone in the comment section will say something that gets them banned from the channel because people need to do that for some reason. But yeah, we have not a dearth of data here. So insurance adjusters, law enforcement, all that sort of thing, except for the ones that are redlining or yellow lining, depending on what kind of lining they're doing that's not supposed to be done. Most of these maps are done by you, me, and the other people because, again, the people that own the property or are trying to use property as a hedge against inflation and they're very fearful. They don't give a shit about anybody else but themselves, and they're willing to destroy our ability to find out that there's a problem and where it is so we can even try to fix it. They don't care. Rich and powerful people do not care about solving problems. They only care about when it affects the bottom line. And if they can, if keeping us in the dark is good for their bottom line, we will be kept in the dark. But yeah, these maps and other resources are something that all of us need to create. And this is simply not going to happen. Some of these websites that try to do it receive copyright notice flaggings, and there was a group on Facebook that acknowledged that they had a bunch of lawyers that would not tell them who they were representing, and would file court cases in really shady ways with judges that had their fingers in a huge amount of real estate in the area. Yeah, this is like dealing with your local city council having some dirty politicians on it. This is amazing. But yeah, next time you see anybody on Fox bring up MS-13 and someone's agreeing with them in the comment section or whatever, point out that was created if you want to complain about presidents causing oil crises when that's not real. That was caused by Reagan and Bush, and that's the end of it. That's it. There's buck stops here, unless I need to get reelected, apparently, right? Hate group and organized crime gang maps are really only a user-created things, and nobody's doing it much. That's amazing. I mean, if you're going to complain about no-go zones and then not tell us where they are, you're either bullshitting us or you just don't know the answer to anything. Saying, I don't know. That's the first step. The rest of it's how to learn it. But seriously, DOJ hasn't updated since 2008 and 2010 and that sort of thing, and our only maps are created by, guys up the street, you and me. Even organized groups that are like part of gang suppression units, they don't give out the maps either. They don't want to. Protect and serve. Who? Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with all.